Hey, Rockstar! Are you looking for a fast-paced, collaborative work environment?
With relentless drive and determination and the willingness to fail until you succeed.
An entire HR team got fired after a manager proved that their ATS system was auto-rejecting all job applicants.
So today we're going to be looking at some insane job listings and demands. This one seems to be a never-ending series on this channel because there seems like an unlimited amount of ridiculous posts and insane stories put up online all the time. And we have a lot of examples to go over today, along with some of your comments with your experiences from previous videos. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave it in the comments down below. I don't want to take up too much more time with the intro, so we're just going to jump right into it with a couple of stories back to back.
I had a candidate show up 25 minutes early to an interview for an office administrator position last week. That was a major deciding factor in why I didn't hire him. What are your thoughts on candidates showing up significantly early? Guarantee this guy was saying, nobody wants to work anymore a couple years ago. This is a manager's LinkedIn post thinking he's taking the moral high ground. I hired someone new to start on the first Tuesday of the month. They arrived at 8:45 a.m. on the first Tuesday of the month. They walked into my office and put out their hand for me to shake. It's bad news, I said. I sent them home and told them this job wasn't right for them. When hiring, you want people that aren't afraid to start the job earlier. Was he early to work? Yes. Could he have come in on the Monday? Yes. Don't just do what's asked of you. Do what you ask of yourself. What?
So if you come in too early for the job interview, that's a red flag and you won't get hired. But if you do get hired and come in the correct time and date you were supposed to start working, that's apparently not early enough and you'll get fired. Like, there's absolutely no winning in today's job market. Some of the comments, imagine getting fired for showing up on the agreed upon date. I feel like this could expose the company to a wrongful termination suit. What I also think is insane is that both people decided to put this up. It looked like one of the posts was Facebook and the other one was LinkedIn. I mean, either way, it's on social media for anybody to see. And they thought that they were in the right. I know in today's world, LinkedIn is very important for a lot of people to get a job, but it's become very similar to Facebook with these slop posts, just doom scrolling, and LinkedIn influencers, crazy posts like this. I mean, it's just a mess. But we'll switch over to some of the posts that I've seen recently. Project manager entry level in New York, New York, one of the most expensive places to live in the world. I thought right off the bat that the entry level is kind of weird if you are the project manager, but you need 8+ years of experience. Just a classic, and what we see now, any entry level jobs still require years and years of experience. I feel like they put entry level in the job description just so they could get absolute bottom of the barrel prices, but still you're going to do a ridiculous amount of work. Another one here is just the questions are getting crazier and crazier. Did you lie on any of the above answers assuming you'll get your application through? What kind of answer are you expecting to come out of this? Yeah, you caught me. Everything that I said above is just a complete lie. But you know, I'm going to be honest on this question. Like, it really feels like this has turned into a game for the company to play. We have another list of job specifications: hardworking, punctual, physically presentable, fashionable, she must be attractive, able to do modeling and dancing for social media promotions, organization skills, willing to train in massages to help the boss relax, as he does mixed martial arts. The amount of red flags I see right now is unbelievable. Willing to do odd jobs and travel abroad on business trips. I don't even know how they're allowed to put this online. We have a comment from one of you guys in 2021. I'd been laid off and was unemployed for about 4 months. I saw a listing for a part-time cleaning job and they wanted you to have a bachelor's in hospitality and at least 2 years of experience, and they were paying a whopping $13 an hour. I couldn't believe it. Bachelor's degree and you'd be getting paid less than a fast food employee, and you needed 2 years of experience on top of it. Okay then.
Dual role teacher / office assistant. Okay. In Georgia, where's the pay? $8 a hour, bro. Oh my God. It's 2 roles. It's a teacher and office assistant for $8 an hour, dude. What? It makes no sense, dude. I just can't do this anymore. I can't do it, man.
I do like this guy. He's made an entire series just going through LinkedIn job postings, and it is embarrassing how many jobs are exactly like this. $8, $9, $10 an hour, and you have 2 jobs. I don't know if you also saw with the schedule, 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, 8-hour shifts, day shift, Monday to Friday, and morning shift. It almost seems like it's tags, you know, for keywords on a YouTube video or a hashtag on Instagram. I don't know why it's put on a job application post, but I guess that means you could have 8, 10, or 12-hour shifts, and 2 jobs for $8 an hour. Here we have one for the interviewing process now. Submit an application on our website, then you have the phone call interview with the people team, about 30 minutes there. Then you have a virtual interview with the project managers, another 30 to 45 minutes. Interview with the senior project manager, another 30 to 45 minutes. Interview with engagement leads, 45 minutes. Interview with chief delivery officer, 45 minutes. And an interview with the CEO for another 30 minutes. And you don't believe the people who comment or make TikToks talking about their 6th or 7th round of interviews, but here it is on a job post. Here we have a comment from, I believe, an Instagram post. I asked management if I could have a desk that has a glimpse of the outside window. HR said I'd need a doctor's note for that. I no longer work there. You have to be buried in your cubicle with no outside light whatsoever. You barely know what time it is. Just work, 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 and be a cog in the machine for the rest of your life. We have another comment from one of you guys, been unemployed since October 2024 and applied to 200 plus jobs only to get 4 interviews with multiple rounds that led nowhere. It's so bad out here. If you have a job right now, keep it. That was another recent topic I made a video about. Even with so many people being unhappy at their job right now, being overworked and underpaid, it really seems to be even worse to find a job in this market right now.
This is an executive assistant position, okay? You're not the US Marines. Calm the down. Why are you being so dramatic with this job spec? This is not a typical executive assistant position. Needed to be the right hand and left arm of a very creative Scottsdale-based, fast-paced, scattered entrepreneurial executive who is pulled in many directions at once from his many business ventures. I mean, I already hate that, right? To be the right hand and left arm. It's like, just, you don't need to be clever in a job description, right? You need clear, this is what the job is. Let's talk, like, just, you don't need this nonsense. No experience or college education required. Just very well organized, why are we in capitals, with relentless drive and determination and the willingness to fail until you succeed. Note, if you have an ego, are at all sensitive, lazy, watch the clock, think you know it all, or are not a team player, please don't apply. Oh my God. And then this is probably the kicker, the benefits. He's listed paid time off. It's like, no, that's a legal requirement. This does my head in. You can't claim something's a benefit if the law is making you do it. That's basically like listing a salary as a benefit. Paid time off is something you have to give them. You don't get to claim credit for it. It's such a weird thing to do.
This is giving off the same type of vibes of the random startups that want every waking moment of your life. That'll also pay you basically nothing, but it's not for the money. It's for the team. We're your new family. We need a go-getter who's relentless and will do anything it takes, blah, blah, blah. But one of the benefits is that you do get paid time off. So yeah, it's not all bad, I guess. Another one that I'm starting to see is more common that I would be incredibly annoyed to do is that through the million questions within the job applications, many of them are becoming video answers. You can't even just type it out. So you have to awkwardly stare at your webcam and answer each one of these. What interests you in working for blah, 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 which I would say almost everybody would say money. What does the phrase "it's about the customer" always mean to you? You know how weird that would be to respond on a webcam video? We'll see a little bit later. It gets even worse with AI. But here's another one real quick. You need a diploma and a bachelor's degree to be able to make $19 to $21 an hour. Here's Cane's, the fast food company, who are taking applications for future roles. They're not even hiring right now. We do not have a position open at this time. Initial hiring pay range is $21.50 an hour, which is more than the last screenshot with the bachelor's degree. But I just thought it was amazing. They're not even hiring, but they're still going to get inundated with applications. Very odd. Then these types of charts become less and less surprising when you apply for 600 jobs and get rejected or ghosted with 590 of them. Tons of these posts are ghost jobs, and Cane's was basically outwardly saying it. So you have to do the scattershot method and apply for everything in sight. Hundreds, thousands of jobs. Because as you could see, it took 600 to finally get accepted after a 5th interview, by the way, for a single job. We have another comment from one of you guys. I've sent several hundreds of job applications out, all that I'm qualified for, and have had one interview total. Almost picture perfect with the last chart. I received an email after the interview saying the company was removing the role entirely. The current job market is atrocious, so it's actually worse than the last chart because at least whoever the last person was did get a job. This guy didn't even get one.
Hey, Rockstar! Are you looking for a fast-paced, collaborative work environment? The ideal candidate is a real self-starter who we could take who's a real hard worker. We're like a family here. We hope you're not just here for the money. But if you are, we offer generous compensation starting at $51,000. Baller alert! And go ahead and pack your bags, Mr. World Traveler. We're giving you 8 vacation days a year. If you don't have 37 years of experience and a master's degree in booty sniffing, don't even think about applying. Qualified candidates only. And yes, a cover letter is required. Think you got what it takes to work at Doo-Doo Dynamics?
So as ridiculous as that video was, not too far off. I mean, we saw the story earlier. If you're sensitive, don't apply for this job. We need somebody who's relentless, all of that kind of crap. We can look at some of the comments. Are you looking for a fast-paced environment? No. Biggest red flag, we're like a family. AKA, you'll be working much more so you won't have time to see your real family. Please attach a short 5-minute video explaining no. Just went over that one as well. We hope you're not here just for the money, and that's what almost everybody's here for. Are you someone who thrives under pressure and loves being stressed? And AI rejects your application in under 24 hours. Thanks, corporate America. We'll also see that a little bit later in the video. Bonus, you get to work 5 days in an office with an open floor plan. 6 interviews and get ghosted. I mean, the comment section on this video was great. Here we have another comment from one of you guys. Half our office was recently let go. The same day I saw our jobs listed for $20,000 less than we were paid. All of us were in our 40s and 50s. We each did the work output at least 3 people, but the owner kept wanting to add more and more duties without giving us extra hours to do the work. God forbid somebody got paid a little bit more. Now they've hired new people. From what I hear, it's going terribly. Some of them are refusing to do more than their job description, so a lot less work is getting done, and they're losing clients because of it. You get what you pay for. That's also one of the problems now. If you're getting laid off at an older age, 40s, 50s, it is very difficult to get a new job because most likely if you're at the company for 10, 20 years, you'd be getting paid more than the average person. But these companies are trying to spend as little money as possible, so they'll fire all the older people and hire others that are in their 20s, maybe just getting out of college, very desperate for a job, and they'll end up getting paid way less and overworked. Here we have one that I hope is bait. This was on r/Mexico on Reddit, but this came up in a job offer that literally asked what kind of skin color you have. I don't know what's going on in Mexico. I know a majority of the examples that we talk about is happening in the US, but I guess this type of insane stuff is happening all over the world because this is just wild. Now we can switch over to a bit of the AI portion of this video because it's creeping into more and more jobs every single day. I feel like a lot of people have probably seen this billboard. It was definitely for the shock value. Stop hiring humans. The era of AI employees are here, and Artisan, whatever that company is. Really good way to piss off a lot of people, and that it did. And then for another job application, we use machine learning for initial comparison of resumes against the education, experience, skills, requirements of the job description. And they're basically saying, is this okay? And you're supposed to say yes. Right after it, literally the next thing, please tell us how your passions aligned with our brand. Use of AI is prohibited. We value hard work, not laziness. The irony is, it's unbelievable. Now, I have seen clips pop up of these online interviews being hosted by an AI. You're not even talking to humans anymore. A few of the videos that I ended up saving for this video were deleted shortly after. The creator of the video was showing their own face, and as I've said in the job market videos, it's probably not the smartest thing to do to put up online. These companies want zero drama, zero problems with their employees. They're going to do a background check and look up every single social media account you have, and even just having videos like that, you're probably not going to get hired. But we still have some like this showing the malfunctions of an AI interview.
40%.
Am I not the one
That's
being
impressive. What coding languages are you most comfortable with?
I'm proficient in Python, JavaScript.
Oh, come on.
Final questions for us?
No, you.
Thanks, you will start on Monday.
Huh?
No, I will start on Monday.
Wait, what?
Thank you for interviewing with us today.
Thank you for coming to this interview.
We appreciate your interest in our company.
We appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
What is going on?
We'll be in touch about next steps.
We'll let you know our decision soon.
Have a great day.
Great day.
Great day.
Great day.
Great day.
This one I thought was funny because it was the 2-on-1 interview and then they just started talking to each other. Couldn't differentiate from a real person. There are other ones where the AI just starts malfunctioning and saying the same couple words. That's just it. The whole thing is fried. So now the hours and hours of interviews you're supposed to do, 6-7 rounds of it aren't even by a person anymore. You got to talk to a robot and sometimes they start malfunctioning. On the other side of AI, when you see a job posted an hour or two ago and you see hundreds of applications, you think that's completely unrealistic. How is this even possible? And I could show you exactly how.
Apply me to 50 jobs right now. Turn on autopilot. What the fuck is this? I mean, I'm very interested. I want to see how this goes. Turn it on. Apply me to 50 jobs. Okay. Applying to 50 jobs. There's no way this is just going to auto apply me to 50 fucking jobs real quick. That'd be dope. Yo, this just found 50 fucking jobs and is applying me to all of them right now. What the fuck? That's crazy. And these are jobs that are like matched up based off of what I have built on my profile. Yo, that is fire as fuck. Dude, this AI is the future of job hunting. Dude, Indeed. We finally made it out of Indeed. We made it out the Indeed.
I honestly hope that it's not the future of job hunting because then everybody's going to do it, which by the way, you have to know that this is a subscription model. So you're going to be paying monthly for this program. And then every single job you're going to see is going to have an unlimited amount of applicants because all you need to do is click one button and then the chances of you actually getting hired for that job are basically zero. But at least we have some consequences talking about the AI job applications. Companies will use it to sift through resumes immediately and take people out if they don't have the right keywords. And surprise, surprise, it doesn't work as perfectly as you think.
An entire HR team got fired after a manager proved that their ATS system was auto-rejecting all job applicants. After 3 months, they couldn't produce one qualified candidate, so a manager decided to do some detective work. He submitted his own resume perfectly tailored to the job description. Look at this. 10:56 a.m., application received. 10:56 a.m., application rejected. He brought this to upper management and they found a typo that auto-rejected anyone who didn't have the skills of a certain type of software that hasn't existed since 2010. So a bunch of HR people got fired. Look, the job market is so cooked right now. Recruiters are using AI to make a perfect job description, and candidates are using AI to perfectly match the job requirements, and AI is auto-rejecting 90% of them, and it's impossible to verify that candidates actually have the skills that the company needs. It's a cluster.
I honestly don't know how anyone's doing it right now. We have another screenshot of somebody making fun of the LinkedIn influencers. There was a starving dog on the road. I stopped to feed him and missed the interview. The next day I got called asking you to come in to do the interview. I was surprised, but I went. The interviewer came in. He was the dog. I know that this is really stupid, but if you start looking at the LinkedIn influencers, this is kind of what they're saying. It's like 110% try hard all the time. All to just be a cog in the machine in the corporate life is amazing. Here we have another job application with several pages of requirements and job specifications. Senior full stack engineer intern, which means that this is unpaid. You are not going to get a dime for this, but they're going to tell you everything that you need to know and exactly what you're going to do in order to have the opportunity to work for this company. It's the balls that some of these companies have, especially putting this up online for everyone to see. We have another comment from one of you guys. We get a lot of the same nonsense here in France, but damn, the US job market looks insane. Adding on to the fact that this is happening in other countries, it's not just the US and possibly Canada. Many people are having the exact same problems. Now we have a clip here that adds on to the desperation of the market. If you're taking any of this seriously, looking it up online, I just gotta tell you, it's not going to work.
You will be accepting a new job offer before the 10th of May. That will be very aligned with the professional and financial goals you want to attain. You will become independent, both financially and professionally, while having a lot of freedom to explore yourself professionally. This will result in new opportunities aligning for you in the next 3 years that will make you extremely successful. You will have a family of your own in the future, where a stable marriage and kids are a very big possibility for you. For a private reading, click the link in my bio.
So if you're looking up fortune card TikTok videos to see when you're going to get a stable job, I really don't know what to say. But as you heard right at the end, go to my link for a private reading, which means you could pay this person to basically tell you everything you want to hear. They kind of already did that in this video. You're going to get a job soon, have a whole bunch of time, make a lot of money, have a family. The perfect American dream, as long as you go into the bio and pay me. Up next, we have a screenshot of one of the startups. Work hard, play hard. Oh no, that's like a red flag right off the bat. We work a lot of hours since this is a startup. However, we all leave at 5 to 6 o'clock so we could all go to the gym, eat dinner at a healthy hour, and see our kids before they go to sleep. At 8 to 9 p.m., we get back on the computer and do conference calls if needed. This is like cookie cutter startup language, making it look like you're a family. You'll be able to work out and eat healthy and see your kids, but then after that, you're gonna have to keep working. We have another, you've been selected for an opportunity. Your experience as an autopsy assistant for forensic science stood out to me when I came across your profile on LinkedIn. We're hiring at Moe's Southwest Grill. I think you could be a great fit. We've seen another video in the past of somebody with a computer science degree and they got the exact same email from Chipotle. It almost seems like it's more of an insult than a job offer.
Hey, I know you're meant to be on pat leave. Sorry to message. Oh, here we go. But I just need help to jazz up this presentation for Thursday. You know those effects that they loved last time? Team are struggling to do it. Jess is exhausted and I can't do anything right now. I walked everyone through this last time. Yeah, I saw that, but I can't get it to work. I know it's a big ask. Any chance you could just hop on a call for half an hour and talk me through it? Sorry, I literally can't today. I might be able to find a bit of time tomorrow, but can't promise anything. Are you sure you have no time today? I promise not to take more than 15 minutes. I'm exhausted and have my hands full. I might be able to have some time tomorrow. We'll let you know.
I just seen a job on Indeed that said you needed a bachelor's degree and 1 year of work experience, and the pay was $18. I can go work at McDonald's. I can work at Amazon and make $22 an hour. No overtime. And you're telling me I need a bachelor's degree to make $18?
It's exactly what we saw with the Canes application, even though you couldn't get a job there at this time. And even if you're on paternity leave, you're going to get hounded by your boss because they don't know how to do the special effects for the presentation. Is it really that necessary? But we could go to some of the comments for the job salary. Indeed needs a comment section under job postings. It would be hilarious. That would be a great series in and of itself, but I know Indeed would never do that. I report those job listings as fraud. Try a master's degree, plus you need to speak English and Korean for $19.50 an hour. Here we have a couple comments from somebody who is completely out of touch with the current job market. Is exactly what you probably think. Quit your whining and go get a job. It's not that difficult to get a job with a degree. All I hear is crybaby millennials and Gen Z. But I can guarantee if this person ended up getting laid off, especially in their old age, it would be insanely difficult to find another job. This screenshot's giving off the same vibes as the last comment. So you want the day off? Do you understand what you're asking for? And then it's just an entire paragraph. 365 days, that's 52 weeks a year, which you already have 2 days off per week. And they start going through the nitty gritty of the amount of sleep that you have every day, the amount of holidays you have off per year, just insanity. Here we have just stupid questions on some sort of application. Where do you get your news from? Favorite outlets? Which means they're trying to find what sort of political side you're on. What's the greatest threat to America right now? What's your ideal work environment and what interests you about this job? Money. It's always money. Please describe in detail the environment in which you would regularly perform your remote work from, including any security measures you have in place. What kind of job is this for? And then what's the salary range you're seeking in your next position? Like, that's for the employer to already put out on these job descriptions, because if you answer anything lower that they already have in mind, you're leaving free money on the table.
You know you've got a good manager when he holds an entire meeting to tell you that every single person on the team is replaceable and there's a line of people waiting to have your job, while also not giving you a day off you requested 2 weeks ago because you're understaffed.
Gotta love it. Here we have more amazing job specifications. You'll be able to touch several areas of property management business. Here's some of the responsibilities: acting as second in command to the manager and taking all of the duties in their absence. So you're gonna have to become the manager. Be a genuinely happy person. Being available any day and time is not a problem for you 24/7. By the way, this is a part-time job. Maybe you could get a full-time job in the future, but right now, just part-time, so you're not gonna get any benefits. Another Another one, career level, 5+ years of networking experience with a bachelor's degree. $10 an hour. You may be a candidate for this role if you love financial operations. You wake up excited about diving into details and acting as a role model for your team. You're excited to get out of bed every day and see what you could tackle. Self-starter with creative energy and passion for leadership. You understand that being a role model means rolling up your sleeves and getting the work done. Oh man. You get a thrill out of managing complex inquiries, ownership of work, and hoping others succeed. You're competitive with yourself, always striving to be the best member, and you desire to be a trusted advisor for both your internal and external team. I would be cringing if I was the one who had to write this for the job description, let alone having to apply for this job.
Residential assistant, $9 to $10 an hour, and senior care is required. Part-time daycare teacher, $9 to $11 an hour. Oh my goodness. $9 to $11 an hour. I mean, dude, I'm just to the point where I can't even clip for him like this. It's just sad. Minimum 1 year early childhood experience. Yeah, dude. 4-hour shift. Oh my God. Tax data analyst, $17 to $22 an hour. Man, here we go. You need a CPA. Oh my God. What? CPA, dude, for $17 an hour. Magnificent. That's fucking fantastic. Obtain IRS PTIN, pass background check, proven experience in data analysis, preferably in tax or finance related role. Holy professional certifications such as CPA or CMA, familiar with tax software and ERP system. Dude, why am I even reading this?
We have one from the Hall DSM. Now hiring. We've recently made a few necessary changes and are looking for a few good people to join our bartending staff. Must have reliable transportation, not relying on your friend's ride, okay. Must have a credit or debit card for an Uber in case you don't have reliable transportation or friends. Kind of odd. Must have a dog sitter if you own a dog and want to work. Disregard if you have a cat. Is that supposed to be funny? Is that like a joke? Must like people, even the ones who would like to buy a beer from us. Like, why do you have to be clever and funny with a job description? To me, it just throws up more red flags. Here's one saying that if you don't have a job currently, do not apply. They only want to pluck you from a current job. Please, when you apply, make sure you're currently working in a job. We will not entertain candidates not working. Very odd. Send your resume today if you want an interview. Front-end UI developers, here's your chance. You need to be a U.S. citizen, again, currently working in a job. We will not consider candidates if you're currently not working, and must have a bachelor's degree. Nothing about the pay, though. And for the last screenshot, we have over 1,500 applications, all of them being rejected. Only 9 of them ended up going through interviews in general, so this could be one of the consequences for that same program we saw earlier, just applying you to every job in sight.
We are looking for someone who has 15 years of experience with CRM, EMF, GRT softwares like Gloop Gloop, DeepBeep, and Shakadoo, which were all founded in 2024 and have all since gone under. Seamlessly manage projects in Kalakalack while simultaneously juggling every member of the marketing team in your left hand, one by one. There's Josh, Kyle, John, Sarah Jane. She's from HR. Has never, ever been RMFLG'd by data sourcing analytics with blimpo.gov. Has been a member of Costco for at least 25 years. There are no exceptions here. Do not apply if you have not been a member for at least 25 years. Psychically able to stay ahead of all trends. This means that you are predicting the trends, and this is especially pertinent to Klukaluk, as well as the CRO that is trending on barkmeo.gov. Must be able to cross the country on foot multiple times a week. This is when you will be commuting between our multiple LMFR CRS DL2. And that is something that you will be communicating in with sign language, which we have not defined yet. Fluent in Mandarin.
We could look at a couple of comments too. 100+ applications posted 4 hours ago. They put a fake coding language as one of the requirements and congratulated me when I said it wasn't real. Apparently it was a test. Could you imagine that's what you have to do to just apply for a job? It's honestly living hell. But I don't want to make this video too long, so that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.